I'm Matt Bevin, and I approve this message.
Mitch McConnell betrayed conservatives to give Obama a blank check. Matt Bevin opposes raising the national debt, period. The choice is clear. Conservative Republican Matt Bevin for U.S. Senate.
Welcome back to Opinion Journal. I'm Mary Kissel. That was the Tea Party challenger in Kentucky running against Mitch McConnell. Matt Bevin is on the attack. What does that say about the Tea Party? I've got political diary editor Jason Riley joining me now. Jason, is this a sign of strength or weakness from Matt Bevin?
Well, it depends on the race, and in this case, it's certainly a sign of weakness. He's down by almost 30 points in the race, and this is really an attempt to create some daylight between himself and the Senate minority leader, Mitch McConnell. And there isn't a lot of daylight there. So these are sort of fake controversies that they're trying to drum up. McConnell ultimately voted against the bill that he's being criticized on voting for in a procedural vote. So there's not a lot of there.
Yeah, to say McConnell is not a true conservative is kind of ridiculous. More broadly, how are other Tea Party challengers doing in their races?
Well, it depends on the race, but a number of establishment Republicans, Lindsey Graham in South Carolina, Thad Cochran in Mississippi, John Cornyn, are facing Tea Party challenge. Pat Roberts,
Lamar Alexander.
And in a lot of cases, Mary, again, it's like the McConnell race. There isn't a lot of daylight there, so the opponents are trying to come up with some fake controversies to distinguish themselves. In many of the races, no, they're not. John Cornyn's challenger is down 20 points or so. I think in a lot of these cases, Pat Roberts' opponent is down as well. But they can still be hurt by these challengers. I mean, in Mitch McConnell's case, he's got a tough general election race coming up, and time spent on this Tea Party opponent and money spent on this Tea Party opponent is time and money he won't have for the general election.
Look, I don't want to imply that no one should ever be primaried. There are often good reasons to primary somebody, but these candidates aren't doing well, trailing by double digits.
Right.
So who is backing these loser candidates?
Well, you have some various groups. Heritage Action is one of them. The Senate Conservatives Fund is another. Freedom Works and so forth. These are sort of, they call themselves grassroots organizations. But what's interesting, they are a lot of them Tea Party organizations, is some of the recent polling on the Tea Party itself. And it's about 5 years old now. And if you go back to, say, 2010 and look at the polling then and then the polling today, you see almost double the rate of unpopularity in respondents in these groups, which is interesting.
Is the Tea Party becoming less popular because Americans don't agree with the ideas? Because personally, I love these ideas of smaller government and lower taxes.
I don't
think
that's the case. More
a reflection of the candidates.
I think it's somewhat a reflection of the candidates, and also I don't think that people are seeing much of a distinction here between the establishment Republicans and what some of these upstarts are trying to do. And it's true. We all agree on the same goals, is what I think a lot of the voters who are sympathetic to the Tea Party say. And we're really disagreeing about tactics here. And it turns out, in a lot of cases, that the tactics the Tea Party wants to use has made not only the Tea Party more unpopular, but the Republican Party more unpopular, getting them blamed for the government shutdown and so forth. And so I think voters, even Republican voters, can see this.
Okay, Political Diary editor Jason Riley, thank you so much for the update.